Tools for accessing lunar wisdom. Where is the moon right now? The moon is mysterious and sometimes hard to locate if you don't intimately know her ways. She is a beacon in the sky reminding us that everything is a phase. She is an anchor through transitions, change and transformation. Listen and find her, every day and in every phase, even when she's not visible. Developing a relationship with the moon can strengthen your intuition. 2. Where am I right now? Get inspired to create a daily practice of tracking with the moon. This will help deepen awareness of your rhythms and cycles, and offer insight into where you are currently on the orbit between different polarities. 5 minutes, tops. Imagine taking a snapshot of your physical sensations, mental and emotional states, etc., and then record it using the new moon calendar journal. This circular calendar establishes the new moon as the starting point for each lunar cycle. Choose what you wish to chart and write it down using symbols, words, or color coding. 3. Breathing with the moon. You can consciously embody the expansion and contraction of the pulse of the lunar cycle through your inhale and exhale. When you experience the breath as the waxing and waning radiance of the moon, the pulse allows you to access that same wisdom of ebbing and flowing, building and releasing in your daily life. It can help you get unstuck. 4. Honor every phase. Learn about what to honor at each phase of the cycle. Tune into the energetics of every phase of the moon and how these show up at different times of your life. Like a seed, the moon also holds the potential for growth and expansion. As it grows, the moon becomes brighter and more full, until for a moment it is completely illuminated, then begins a return to darkness. The end is also the beginning. Where is the moon right now? Moon travels in the daytime sky as much as it does in the night. The new moon rises in the east at sunrise, and then about 50 minutes later each day until the full moon rises at sunset. This occurs because the moon takes slightly longer than 24 hours to line up with the same point on the Earth. Below are approximate times for the 4 main phases.
New moon. Rises, sunrise. Zenith, noon. Sets, sunset. The new moon is backlit by the rising sun. It travels unseen across the sky during the day. In this phase, the side of the moon that faces Earth is not illuminated. First quarter. Rises, noon. Zenith, sunset. Sets, midnight. The moon has completed a quarter of its orbit around the Earth. In this phase, the right half of the moon is illuminated in the northern hemisphere. Full moon. Rises, sunset. Zenith, midnight. Sets, sunrise. The light from the setting sun illuminates the side of the moon that faces Earth. The Earth is between the moon and the sun during this phase. Last quarter. Rises, midnight. Zenith, sunrise. Sets, noon. When the moon is at a right angle to the sun, we perceive it as split down the middle. Now the left half of the moon is illuminated in the northern hemisphere.
The waxing crescent moon rises and sets after the sun. The light begins to return on the right side of the moon, in the northern hemisphere. The first sighting of the crescent moon can be seen at dusk near the eastern horizon, usually 1 to 3 days after the new moon. What causes moon phases? Phases of the moon occur based on the positional relationship of the sun, moon, and Earth. The side of the moon that faces the sun always remains illuminated, and we see the moon wax and wane depending on where it is on its orbit around Earth. Where am I right now? Where awareness goes, energy flows. Do a body scan. Where do you notice sensation? What are those sensations telling you? Check in with your emotions. What are you feeling? Joy or despair? Focus or overwhelm? Life moves through cycles of growth and integration, acceptance and resistance, tension and ease. Internally and externally there is a constant measured rhythm of light and dark, expansion and contraction, ebb and flow, and changing moods and seasons. If you get stuck in one phase or another, it can be difficult to see what is on the horizon. Accessing the wisdom of the lunar cycle helps remind you that everything will shift and transform. Breakdown and breakthrough. Bringing awareness to your rhythms and cycles allows for a deeper understanding of your personal orbits. This may help you get unstuck. The New Moon Calendar Journal is a circular calendar that establishes the new moon as the starting point for each lunar cycle. You can perceive time in relation to nature more clearly this way, and patterns in your own experience may become more apparent. Use the pages of the New Moon Calendar Journal to observe and track your personal orbits each month. Appetite, sleep, time spent in nature, energy level, mood, exercise, clarity, creativity, menstruation, digestion, meditation, communication, irritability, desire, whatever you find most meaningful. Take 5 minutes and write down what you notice each day on that moon phase. In the beginning, it almost doesn't matter what you track, your sensory being will begin to remember the cycle and show you where to put your awareness and attention next. Keep it simple. Adjust and adapt as you do. Breathing with the moon. The moon is a gentle guide for drawing the rhythms of natural cycles into our body. Every season, moon cycle, and breath are examples of expansion and contraction. Just like the tide sweeping across the shore, your breath is a microcosm of the lunar cycle in itself. Exhale and imagine the moon slowly contracting until it is completely dark as the new moon. Inhale and imagine the moon growing brilliantly bright and expansive as the full moon. For this practice, imagine bringing the light of the moon into your body. Your heart, your navel center, your whole body, wherever you feel this radiant nectar. Imagine your breath as light expanding and waxing as you inhale. As you exhale, begin to feel the energy of the waning moon returning to the void of stillness and potential. How can you stay connected to your radiance, even as the light fades? Aligning inner and outer cycles invites you to bring more awareness to your experience of balance and extremes, light and shadow, still and active, intake and elimination, birth and death, full and empty. Like a pendulum, one phase continually flows into the next. Observing your breath is a powerful reminder of your connection to the wisdom of the lunar cycle. Take a moment every day and breathe with the moon, honoring every phase. Earth's yearly trip around the sun takes us on a journey of expansion and contraction. From the deep coolness of winter to the bright heat of summer, the phases of the moon energetically correspond to seasonal points in the orbit around the sun. Even plants follow similar patterns of growth and change as they sprout, bud, bloom, fruit, and return to seed. Winter solstice and the new moon both represent the points of most darkness. Honor the emptiness, the stillness. Honor the unknown. Honor trust, intuition, and inspiration. The crescent moon is like a cradle holding a baby. Honor beginner's mind. Honor tenderness. Spring equinox and the first quarter moon represent unfolding and emerging truth. Honor taking action. Honor pushing through the blocks and expanding past limiting beliefs. Summer solstice illustrates expansion at its fullest. Much like the full moon, it offers the most light. Honor your radiance, honor the ways you show up. Honor brilliance, clarity, and distilling to the essence of what matters most. Fall equinox and the last quarter moon represent the journey inward. As the moon wanes, honor what no longer serves you. Honor letting go and releasing. Honor digestion, integration and reflection. Honor the lessons that will become fertile compost for new seeds and experiences. Honor gratitude. The waning crescent moon is like the wisp of a great-grandmother's hair. Honor your roots. Honor wisdom. Honor returning to source. The end is also the beginning. Charting on the circular calendar. Choose what you want to track over the course of the cycle. Draw your symbols or write in the spaces for each day. If applicable, you can track menstruation and cervical fluid in the inner circles. Each cycle begins with the new moon. From here, the days move clockwise around the circle. There are many potential uses for this calendar, so discover what is most meaningful to you. Expressions for daily tracking. Which of these words describe the range of your experiences throughout the lunar cycle? Abundance, acceptance, action, adventure, alignment, anchor. Anger, anxiety, arguing, assertive, balance, boundaries, brave, breakthrough, bright, building, calm, carefree, catalyst, celebration, challenge, clarity, clearing, collaboration, committed, communication, community, confident, conflict, confrontation, confusion. Connecting, constricting, control, creativity, crisis, cultivation, darkness, decisive, decluttering, depleted, depression, determination, devotion, discomfort, divine, doubt, dreamy, dull, embodied, endurance, energetic, expansive, expressive, exuberance, fearful, fierce, flowing, focused, forceful, forgetful. Forgiveness, freedom, friendship, gathering, generosity, giving thanks. Grace, grief, grounded, growth, guilt, harmonious, healing, health, heavy, hopeful, hopeless, illuminating, indecisive, independence, inner critic, insight, instinct, integration, introspection, intuition, inward, joy, juicy, leadership, letting go. Longing, loss, magic, manic, manifesting, medicine, melancholy. Messy, momentum, moody, movement, mystery, nourishing, nurturing, old patterns, open heart, opportunities, organization, pain, passion, patience, perfectionism, planning, playful, pleasure, possibility, powerful, practice, productive, progress, prosperity, protection. Pursuing, questioning, reaching out, rebellious, receptive, reflective, releasing, relief, renewal, researching, resistance, resolving. Resonance retreat revisiting routine sadness scarcity scared scattered searching security self-care self-critical self-love sensations serendipity serious shadow slow social spacious. Spirit spontaneous steady strict structure stuck. Success support surprise sweetness tears tender tight transformation transition trust unfolding unity unknown uplifted upward vision voice waiting well-being wholeness wild willingness wings. Worry. A calendar of lunar time. A transformative tool for aligning with inner and outer cycles. Tracking daily practice and wellness, and bringing your intentions to life.